For the longest time, I assumed that for me to inspire people or to motivate people, I had to be the best at whatever it was that I was doing, which is a valid point. If you are the best, then naturally we assume that we might inspire others by that. But there's been some interesting things that have been happening where I realized that I actually have been having positive influence in some people by being very, very, very average. And what I'm talking about is my endurance races. So I did the half Ironman last year with 90-day prep with no background in the sport. I also have finished 3 half marathons with super, super slow result. Most of them have been like closer to 3 hour mark. And what I have found interesting is it's twofold. One is that whenever I talk to people that show any interest in wanting to do something similar themselves, I can always say that if I could do it as somebody who's really slow and not good at running at all, anybody can do it. And I'm literally convinced of that. And I'm sure of that. And through that, I can encourage people that, yeah, like if I was able to do it with where my body was, with where my pace was, with where my running is, which is not good at all. It's one of the reasons why I don't like running still. Um, uh, then I can tell them that, listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I can encourage them. And there has been a few situations where I was talking to my teammates and they said they wanted to do the marathon. And they ended up signing up to half marathon with 2 months to go. And now it's 1 month out and they are crushing it. They're literally crushing it. And I'm seeing like they're making it look easy. Meanwhile, I'm struggling. I'm also injured, so I have to deal with some injuries as well that are holding me back. But it's really interesting to experience it where by being average, I could inspire or like even plant some seeds, plant some ideas for some people to sign up for the races. And they are already much better than I am 2 years into running. And I just had this morning another person message me that we briefly had a conversation about half marathon, I would say like a month ago, maybe. And I said him that with where you are right now, you can finish it already. You have it in you. And and he messaged me today that he signed up for a half marathon that is in 1 month. And something about it I find really interesting because something similar happened with the half Ironman as well. Because I had two people message me. I was documenting my road to half Ironman with those 90 days of training, and after I finished, I had two people message me that they're thinking to sign up this year as well. And actually, both of my teammates also are thinking to do triathlon next year as well. And it's fascinating to me because I would have always thought that for me to inspire people to do something, to take some action and go chase their goals or go do the half marathon or half Ironman or Ironman or whatever is it that you want to do, that I would have to be exceptional. I would have to be great. I would have to be amongst the best. But I'm not. And I think the lesson there is that sometimes it's less about how well you are doing than it is about you doing it. And also by me not being good at it, I can then give permission for others to also start it because I show them that you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be great for you to start. And along the way, you will get better, you will improve. I'm sure the more intentionally I'm working on my skill set when it comes to even running, the better I will get. And And I think that's something that for me has, it's an interesting realization, but also it's really cool to see people going after goals and getting results and bypassing me by a far, being way better, much quicker. And all they needed to have is just permission to start, or some slight nudge, or planting the seed of an idea where it started to grow to the point where they were like, you know what? I think I also want to sign up. I think I also want to give it a go. I want to try it. I have been wanting to do it, but for some reason I didn't. And yeah, so that's the lesson of today. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be exceptional to inspire. You just have to be persistent in your own pursuit, be passionate, um, and enjoy the journey. And you will see that some people will start joining you along the way, or you might inspire others to start their own journey.